Big tech has been grilled by lawmakers over how they monitor content shared across social media platforms. But a major missing piece of the conversation is online pornography, which has become a hotbed for sexual exploitation and pure human trafficking. Its major forms of federal platforms are facing federal lawsuits. It's time to regulate this whole issue. It seems to be taboo where it comes to Congress taking any real action. I've got author and founder of Runway Girl, Carissa Phelps, and by the way, she is my newest law partner. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the law firm. You know, we really can't start this without explaining your background. You were trafficked from the time you were 12 years old to about 15. Yes. And in there, we're going to be doing interviews from time after time of people who've been trafficked. We've interviewed you before. It's a harrowing story. But after that, you ended up going to UCLA, getting an MBA, getting a law degree with a specialty kind of in finances. Yes. I mean, that's what I want to talk about here. You see, everybody's missing the fact that you got MindGeek. Okay, MindGeek is an organization that has Pornhub and dozens of other porn sites underneath it. They have a right to do that. First Amendment says that's fine. I'm good with that myself. The problem with this story is it's not just about that, is it? Tell us how they go about getting content with trafficked individuals, trafficked women.
So really, there's just no way of monitoring as much content as comes in to that site. So all this content comes in, and there are reviewers that aren't really able to see humanly as much content as is coming in. So we've had young girls that I've sat down with who were raped, and then those videos were posted online, who were unconscious, who were basically assaulted, videoed, and then that's uploaded to the site. Now they have a kind of paid platform where they pay content contributors, so everyone's an amateur pornographer now, and they could post things and get paid back money for it. And how they regulate who else is in the video is very, very, very shady in terms of what we see online and what they've answered to in terms of other hearings. They
get a deal, don't they? Pornhub, MindGeek gets a deal if a trafficker, which they're well aware, there's no question in my mind, they know exactly what goes on because they see the numbers. They have a way to file who are the people posting this. Trafficker takes 5 girls, most of the time underage, to a hotel room. They say, do this sex act, do this sex act. They even rape some of these sex trafficked girls in the room. That then is sent to Pornhub. Pornhub, under the law, has a responsibility to find out who are these people. Right. What's going on? Are these is this being done against their will? It's not like somebody in L.A. who's saying, you know, I'm in the porn business. I do this for a living. I'm going to get paid. These people, not only do they get paid, they get victimized, and then the trafficker gets paid all of this money. Is that kind of how it works?
It is, although I think trafficking happens across the spectrum, even in some of those places in L.A. and in San Fernando Valley or in other places as well. I think trafficking can happen anywhere at any time. But these occurrences that you're talking about where girls and victims are taken, boys too, young men, are taken against their will. They're drugged. They're forced into sex acts that are then posted on these pornography sites that Pornhub profits off of is happening. It is occurring, and we are getting reports of it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, so we know. The New York Times, by the way, did a great example. They did a great story on a site that is falling underneath MindGeek's heading, where they found out that girls were being raped. Mm-hmm. They knew that girls were being raped. They played it anyway. The child that was raped, the person that was raped just kind of disappears. Okay, let's take the scenario that we just gave, that you're very aware of. You've seen it. You were trafficked from the time you were 12 to 15 on and off. In there, you saw exactly what we're talking about. Let's get a hotel room, right? Let's bring our trafficked girls into the hotel room. Let's let everybody know they're here, and people come by one for these trafficked girls. These girls aren't there because they want to be. They're trafficked. They're slaves. And then along comes, the Internet, pornography on the Internet. Well, we can make more money there. It's not just that we're having them available for these guys. We can do some filming. This is, you know what? It's more of a moneymaker than heroin or drugs or anything like that, because here you're using the commodity again and again, right?
Mm-hmm. Again and again and again. And that's the harm that's done that we see 10 years down the road. We see it into the future of the people who are harmed in the human trafficking. And in pornography that condones human trafficking, that allows for it, is human trafficking.
There are actually situations where they see the same hotel room, right? Same hotel says, you can do this. You can do this and go to it. That's part of the problem too, isn't it?
Yeah, or same hotel looking, same design standards, so you know it's the same hotel brand or property that they're being taken to. And it'll be different for different types of traffickers that are taking people to different locations. For sure.
You're involved in lawsuits also where you're suing hotels.
Yes.
Talk about that just briefly.
Some hotels, have been found to have encouraged it, to have employees that encourage it, but mostly we're looking at the brands that have known it was happening, have gone out and sought, basically media and attention for doing something about it, but then really haven't done anything about it. And so they continue to open up these spaces where victims are held, where they're harmed, where they're trafficked, where they're brutalized. And it's because of that space. Again, but for having that space, that person wouldn't be able to be trafficked in that way.